Mama. I once counted how many times my toddler said Mama in 1 minute. It was more than 24 times. And that was a calm minute. Hi, I'm Meghna. I'm a psychologist and I'm also a parent to two children. And both of those roles matter here. Because sometimes I understand what's happening and I still feel like I might snap. Many parents say to me, I don't know what happened to me. I was never this angry or irritated. I'm reacting in ways I never used to. They say it with guilt already in their eyes. And here's the part that breaks their heart. They adore their children. But often what they're experiencing isn't anger, it's overstimulation. Overstimulation doesn't always look dramatic. It doesn't always look like yelling. Sometimes it looks like snapping over the water spilling, or the toy dropping, or someone asking you one more question. Sometimes it looks like going quiet, short answers, flat tone, pulling away. Sometimes it looks like scrolling on your phone even when you don't want to, just because your brain needs one narrow point of focus. And almost always it's followed by guilt. You're overwhelmed and then you judge yourself for being overwhelmed. You tell yourself other mothers handle this better. I should be more patient. They're just children. Why can't I cope? So now you're not just overstimulated, you're overstimulated and feeling inadequate. I myself have been through this where I question myself, asking myself, why can't I do better? Feeling guilty, thinking I'm not the best mom out there or I should be doing more for my kid. But still, the mom guilt, it never leaves, does it? Let's slow this down for a moment. Your brain is constantly scanning who needs me. Is that the baby crying? Why is it so silent? Did I forget something? What time is his nap? It's a lot. And even when everything is fine, your body is still alert. And when stimulation doesn't reduce, your window of tolerance shrinks. So things that normally wouldn't bother you suddenly feel unbearable. I noticed this with myself. I was never someone who had a big problem with a lot of noise. I would just ignore it. But now I get really overstimulated with too much noise. Parenting asks your nervous system to stay available constantly. There's noise, questions, interruptions, touch, more touch, sticky touch. Their decisions, small ones, big ones. What should they eat? Is this fever? Did I handle that properly? Am I doing enough? Even during quiet time, your mind is organizing, planning, tracking. And if you're a mother in many cultures, especially Indian households, you're not just holding your children's needs, you're holding expectations from family, in-laws, society, and even your own inner critic. That's a lot of input. For me, my biggest challenge has always been my own inner critic. My husband is supportive, but my inner critic makes me constantly question myself. Am I doing enough? I think I need to do more. Especially now with two kids, the guilt of not being there the way I used to for the older one, it really eats me up, even though I know I'm trying my best. But still, mom guilt, right? Now let's talk about nighttime, the loneliest time of the day. The broken sleep, the half awake listening, even for those whose husbands are helping with the nighttime routines, the mothers are always alert and always wake up even at the slightest of sounds. Because your body becomes a monitor. You're not fully resting. Your body never switches off. And sleep isn't just physical rest. It's nervous system rest too. So by morning, your battery isn't just low. It's never fully recharged. And all these moments add up. It's never really just one dramatic event. It's accumulation. Not using the bathroom alone. Not being able to finish a shower properly. Microwaving your tea 3 times. Cooking while someone clings to your leg. Trying to complete one sentence while being interrupted 4 times. These moments feel small, but they send the same message to your body repeatedly. You don't get a switch off. And when there's no off switch, there's no reset. We talk about physical tiredness, but we don't talk about sensory load enough. The sound of crying, cartoons playing, pressure cooker whistles, phone notifications, someone touching you when you don't want to be touched. And this is important. Touch is beautiful, but constant touch without choice can overwhelm the nervous system. We love our children. We love the hugs. We love the cuddles. So don't get me wrong when I say this. But sometimes when you're telling your child, please don't climb on me right now, it's not rejection, it's regulation. And this is why telling yourself to be more patient does not work. Patience isn't a moral achievement. It is capacity. You can't discipline yourself into nervous system calm. You're running on 20% battery and 5 apps are open in the background. The solution isn't shouting at the phone, it's closing the apps and recharging your phone. There's another layer we don't always talk about. Before children, you had silence, autonomy, and time that belonged to you. Even if life was busy, it was yours. After children, you are shared. Your body is shared, your time is shared, your attention is shared. And that constant sharing can feel beautiful and suffocating at the same time. Both can be true. When parents say, I just want to be left alone for 5 minutes, they are not rejecting their children. They are asking for their nervous system to breathe. They are asking for fewer inputs, less noise, less touch, less demand. They are asking for choice. Just 5 minutes when no one needs anything. That's not selfish, that's repair. So if you feel constantly overstimulated, if small things feel huge, if you fantasize about silence more than vacations, it doesn't mean you're failing at parenting. It means your system has been asked to do too much for too long, without enough pause. And your body is signaling, not attacking you, signaling and telling you something. This isn't about doing more, you do enough. In fact, you do more than enough. Sometimes this relief looks small, like taking one full breath before answering the 12th question, saying give me 1 minute before reacting, stepping into another room for 60 seconds, renaming it I'm overloaded instead of I'm a bad mother, asking your partner for 10 minutes without having to explain why you need it. These are not indulgences. They are nervous system care. If this way of understanding parenting feels grounding to you, you're welcome to subscribe and stay with these conversations. We're not fixing parents here, we're supporting them.